Ladies and gentlemen, some years back when I was at the USP, we were used to engage a lot with development partners. And at that point in time, there was a lot of aid money coming into Fiji. Uh, Development partners were pouring in money in Pacific, as well as in the Caribbean region, as well as the small states African region. But that amount of resources that they were pouring in was not translating into growth figures. If you look at 2 decades ago and before that, growth in the Pacific as well as in the Caribbean states were very minimal. In the small states region, you're expecting a growth rate of about 5% or above. Of course, in the developed countries, 1 or 2% is sufficient because they've reached their plateau. So development partners then realize that the problem is now the move should be towards service delivery, because that's where the problem is. It's not about really giving money to developing countries, but they need to sit down with the small developing countries and see where the problem is with respect to service delivery. They had identified the binding constraints. At that point in time, they never listed down service delivery as a binding constraint. They listed down other factors that were constraining growth and development, and they were trying to work into unwinding and unleashing those binding constraints. So the entire focus from last decade or so is on service delivery. And service delivery is not an easy area. Service delivery is quite complex because you're dealing with people in the front end to deliver on to again people on the receiving end, and there could be all kinds of conflicting posturing because people come from different background, different expectation, different cultural upbringing, different stock of knowledge, different expectations from both parties. So it is a dynamic program. Whenever you establish a program of service delivery, it has to be dynamic. So today, I was at the Ministry of Agriculture, and I don't know whether there's a competition between these two ministries. This morning we rebranded sometimes I speak as I'm agriculture, sometimes I speak as I'm only waterways and environment. Anyways, today Agriculture Ministry launched a new rebranded extension head office, totally focused towards service delivery of customers, because that is the link between agriculture, research, and farmers. It's the extension arm. So interestingly, both the ministries today are talking about how to improve service delivery. A couple of months back, we had a discussion with PS Environment and Director, trying to sit down and identify what are some of the areas that we have where we need improvement based on customer response, customer complaint. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's not there, it's me. It's on. There you go. You're fine, it's me. So a couple of months ago we sat down and, not a couple of months ago, but we've been having this discussion, that look, we need to hone down and zero down and nip it in the bud, these complaints that are coming, But during the discussion, we said that I think we also need to recognize our top A-grade customers and use them as and showcase them. And said, look, these are the A-grade customers, and why can't all our customers be in that way? So, and then we can also take feedback from our A-grade customers as to how we are attending to them, so that we deal with our shortcomings, where we have a problem in terms of service delivery. So at times when we talk from ministry's point of view, often we put the blame on the customers. So today we have decided that, look, we will say, here's our step towards you in terms of improving service delivery, and we want similar change in conduct and behavior by our customers, our users of our service. So, ladies and gentlemen, today is indeed a proud day where we have established a gold card service center where those model customers who have a track record of working with us, adhering to all the rules and regulations and working as per the legislation, to say, look, you need to be elevated, you need to we need to get you service in a much shorter period of time, so that you could increase the multiplier effect of your investment in the country. So, ladies and gentlemen, in providing this gold card service, it was not just renovating and allocating a room where you will have one-to-one service, one-to-one attention, but it also involves a lot of work in the background in terms of changing the mindset of our own staff. You can't just have a room and decorate it and label it at Gold Service Center, but the entire attitude and staff behavior and staff stock of knowledge as well as to fit up to that level, rise up to that level, so that we can deliver gold card service. Gold card service is a service which includes a number of attributes, in terms of efficiency, in terms of response, in terms of flexibility from us. This is a service that we are providing, and therefore it requires us to lift our game plan. So, ladies and gentlemen, today the customer service, we're taking customer service to a different height, and I expect that all customers in Fiji, all the clients in Fiji, put us on the spot by saying they're all eligible to be members of this gold card service. And we're challenging all our clients that, look, remodel yourself so that you are eligible for this gold card service, so that we can vacate the staff from here and expand our gold card service room. And we are saying that we are willing to have this kind of service throughout Fiji. We have an office in Lambasa, we have an office in Nandi, Lotoka, and we are willing to establish more offices around Fiji, so that we can take service efficiently to all of you today. All the clients, wherever they are, or the hotspot areas in the Nandi, Sengotoka corridor, as well as Sub-Sabu in Banwalevu. But wherever these clients are, we are willing to go and provide service to them at much in easier terms and much efficiency. So this service center is expected to foster a transformational approach to customer engagement within the public sector here in Fiji, and we do hope that you will experience this service, and you'll give us feedback into how we can further improve this, and you will then be our ambassadors out in the field and convince others that they too can improve their work and compliance, so that they can become members of this particular service. So, ladies and gentlemen, about probably just over a month ago, we had announced that we will make a number of changes with regard to how we process the environmental impact assessment applications. We had said that we will improve the screening timeline and reduce it to 10 days from previous 14 days, so that's applicable now. We will also said that we will processing of terms of reference will reduce it from 30 to 20 days. We said that we will review the EI report by external committee. The review, including public consultations, we will reduce it from 35 to 30 days. So we now beginning with reducing the timeline, and this will be easier in areas where we have already done EIA studies. So we could further reduce it, or probably do away with EIA and make do with environmental management plan in areas where we got the baseline data. So then again, that will again further reduce the time that is required from the day you apply for screening to the day we give you a permit to be given to the necessary body for approval of your application for investment. So, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon we will be rewarding the top 4 businesses who have always complied with Fiji's environmental laws, and I take them as our model clients. And I want to thank these businesses for always adhering to the conditions set out for the permit approvals. These 4 businesses will be provided with VIP services whenever they visit our offices or call us, and I do hope that they will also speak about this and attract other investors to come and be members of our Gold Card service. So with these votes, I want to assure you that we are constantly discussing about any shortfalls or any issues with our service, and we are looking at how we can improve it. So it is not that your comments, your complaints are not going unnoticed, not being discussed by us, but we are willing to look at any other issues that you may have. And I do hope that you will remain a member for lifetime. You will want to maintain your status as a Gold Card member for lifetime. So with this words, it's my pleasure in officially declaring the Department of Environment's Gold Card Service Center open today. Thank you, Naka.
No, it's not that. It's a big.
Yes, it's lovely. Okay, 3, 2.